So, have you heard of the Israelites before?
Yes.
What do y'all know about the Israelites?
I don't know. Ask my mom.
Huh? So you guys go to church or anything like that?
Yeah, I'm Catholic.
Yeah. You're Catholic, and what are you? No, not at all. You didn't grow up at all?
I grew up Baptist, but I didn't want to go to church.
Okay. Me neither. Yeah. I grew up Catholic, but you know, I think I was doing good when I knew when to sit, when to sit, when to stand, and when to kneel. But anyway, so basically what we're doing here is we're showing who God's people are according to the Bible and according to history. So we out here trying to reason with the people, right? Especially history majors, those that know history, and see and show how history aligns with the Bible, especially when it comes to our people, right? The Israelites. When we say our people, if you look at this right here, this right here is one nation of people according to the Bible. So the so-called, this is the biblical name right here, and this right here is what we would be known as today, right? Because you're not going to find an African American in the Bible. You're going to find Judah, all right? You're not going to find West Indians or Jamaicans in the Bible. You're going to find Benjamin. So that's what we ought to show our people. Who are our people according to the Bible? Because I bet we ask any Christian theologian today, they'll say, you ask them, who are we in the Bible? They're going to say, you guys are Gentiles. Not true. You are the Israelites in the Bible. And we can show that with history. So I'm going to show you that real quick. I know you guys got to go. Deuteronomy 28, verse 15.
This book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
read,
to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So if we didn't listen to what God said to do, he would bring curses upon the people. And if you look, right, one of the commandments is thou shalt not kill. But what do our people do? What do our people do every day in every major city in the United States? We are shooting one another, right? We are killing one another. So it shows you one of the commandments that we're breaking. Y'all understand that? So if we break his commandments, what's going to happen?
All these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Curse.
So he said that because we break his commandments, right? We're talking about who the Israelites are in the Bible, and we're backing up with history. So the Bible says that the Israelites, because they broke God's commandments, that curses are going to come upon his people. So we're going to read one of the curses. Read verse 68 real quick. Verse 68.
This book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68.
Before he reads this, all right, got a couple questions to ask you. All right, you guys read the Bible at all? What were the Israelites doing in Egypt before Moses brought them out? They were what? They were slaves. All right. Do you know what the word Egypt means? Either one of you? What does the word Egypt mean?
Egypt?
Yes.
Like the place?
Yes.
Yeah.
What does it mean? Do you know?
No.
Okay. So the English, the Greek name is Egypt, right? Egyptos. But when you look at the etymology, it's the Bible says Mizraim, which means bondage or slavery, like you said. Right? Because we always name things and places after what happened in those areas. That's how we name the places, right? So, Egypt, we were what? In Egypt? Slaves in Egypt, all right? So now, brother, right here. How did the so-called blacks and Hispanics get, well, let me ask, how did the so-called blacks as we know them today get to America?
Through ships.
Through what?
Through ships.
All right, read that. So this is one of the curses right here that happened to God's people, the children of Israel. All right.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
God's going to bring us into Egypt again. We already established what Egypt means, but we're going to get you the proof. Exodus 20 and 2. We're going to show you the proof of what Egypt means. All right. We already mentioned, if you look at the etymology, Egyptos, right? Mizraim, it means what again? Bondage, slavery. That's the name. That's what Egypt means, right? Mizraim. Watch what the Bible defines itself, so we don't have to interpret it. Read that.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
You see that? The Bible calls it the house of bondage. The Bible defines Egypt as the house of bondage. Read verse 68 again. Again, this is one of the curses that happened to God's chosen people. Read.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee.
You see that? So this is Moses speaking to the children of Israel. He said the children of Israel were going to be taken into slavery by ships, right?
I came a little late, so
trying to get caught up to speed. Where are we going?
Well, let us finish this, and I'll answer any of your questions. All right? Go ahead, read that again.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
So, meaning we're not going to see the actual Egypt again. Go ahead.
And there you shall be sold.
There, where these ships were going to be going, we were going to be what?
Sold.
Sold.
Unto your enemies.
So we were going to be sold into the God's chosen people. We're going to be taken. You got the flyers. Check us out. Hit us up on social media. So God's people were going to be taken into captivity, right, on slave ships. And when they got to where they were going to go, they were going to be sold into slave ships. Now, if you know, what do you know about history about the so-called blacks? Because I'm asking you this, you may think it's a minute question, but we're finding out more and more. The more we go out, the more and more we reason with our people that they don't know anything. They stopped teaching in high school about slavery at all.
So it's not a lot of black history. Like, I don't really even know what type of black I am as an individual. I know that there's a lot of different continents in Africa. There's Jamaicans. There's a lot of different areas of the Caribbean. I just know that I'm black.
Yes, sir. So, and again, this is not about skin color. It's not about skin color. It's about when we start examining what happened to the people, right? Because if you look on the sign, we can show you that the so-called the Israelites make up the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, and they range from anywhere from lighter than her to darker than me. You know what I'm saying? We range in skin, so it's not about skin color, right? Our people look like everything. You know what I'm saying, in the crayon box. What we do go through is the bulk of our people that went through this captivity because God said this is going to be a sign upon our people. A sign. The curse is going to be a sign upon our people. You see that? So blacks, Native American, Hispanics, they comprise the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Go ahead, read that.
Sign?
No. Continue reading. Finish 68.
No, sir.
Because remember, it said we shall go into Egypt again by ships, and there you shall be sold unto your enemies as what?
For bondmen and bondwomen.
Bondmen means slave man and slave woman. We came into America as slaves because we broke the commandments of God. You see this right here? According to the Bible, that's what this God just said. When you see this auction blocks right here, these are the curses of God, right? When our husband and wife were separated, mother and child was separated. One went to Virginia, the other one went to Mississippi.
And does this apply to the same slavery in other areas of the world?
Yes, it does. Because if you ever heard of the sub-Saharan slave trade? Have you ever heard of the sub-Saharan slave trade? We have that's accounted here in the scriptures as well, in the book of Joel, chapter 3. All right, but you said you had questions. What you got?
No, it was just a little bit of that.
That was it?
I'm just trying to get caught up.
Oh, yeah, we had just started when you walked up, so I know people have short periods, so we try to just get to key points real quick, but we also answer any questions. So, but we are the Israelites according to the Bible, right? Through biblical proof and historical proof. There's a lot of books that we have shows that the scholars, while we were in slavery, knew that who they were enslaving. They knew that the so-called Native Americans were from the tribe of Gad, right? They knew who they were murdering. They knew who they were killing. They knew who they were putting in reservation, right? That's all in the history books.
So this is basically just inherited sin that we're speaking on. Just over time, it just.
Let me answer that with the scriptures. Go back to. So again, this is one of the curses. Deuteronomy 28 and verse 46.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
And the they is the curses. The curses will be upon our people as a what?
For a sign.
As a sign. So a lot of people don't ask the questions, why did this happen to our people? It was meant to be a sign, because in these last days, like you said, you're not gonna know who you are. You're gonna say, I know I'm black, but I don't know what kind of black I am. I mean, I don't know if I came from Nigeria. I don't know if I came from the Caribbean. I don't know where I came from. But the Bible says what?
And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
The curses are supposed to be upon our people as a sign. It's supposed to make you wake up. It's supposed to make you ask questions. You understand? Those are the things that we are trying to wake our people up to. All right? You're supposed to ask questions. Why did this happen? Right? So our people went into slavery because we broke the laws and commandments of God. Go ahead.
And for a wonder.
for a wonder. Why did this happen? Go ahead.
And upon thy seed forever.
It's going to be upon our seed, right? Now, as we're coming back to the commandments of God, which we broke, that's what got us into this situation. But now that we're coming back to it, now we're breaking those generational curses, right? So that's what we out here to show the people. Put your guns down. Stop selling weed. Stop selling crap to one another, right? We're trying to clean up our communities, right? Take care of your woman. Take care of your children, because those are all commandments that God gave us to do. But we were never taught that. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So now we out here to wake our people up, right? And another thing, another detriment to our people, I'm gonna be real with you right now, is assimilation. Assimilation is what is keeping our people on the bottom. I'm gonna show you. Give me Psalm chapter 106. Give me Psalm chapter 106 verse 34 real quick. Watch this. Watch what the Bible says.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 106, verse 34. They did not destroy the nations concerning whom the Lord commanded them.
So the Lord commanded many of our leaders to destroy the other nations, but we didn't. Go ahead.
But were mingled among the heathen.
We were mingled among the heathen. We assimilate among the heathen. What do?
And learned their works.
And we learned their works. We learned their works, right? As a nation of people, we cannot continue, right, to do some of like politics. That's an example. Politics. What does politics have to do with our people? What does politics have benefited the blacks, the Native Americans, Hispanics? Not much. But every year we vote, right? Every year we march to vote. Every single year, right? With what? Nothing. We have a black president, President Barack Obama. My sister right here. What did President Barack Obama do for our people? What did Barack Obama do for the so-called black people? Us black people, we voted for Barack Obama, right? But what did he do for the black community?
I don't know, not gonna lie to you.
You know what he did? He went to Africa and said, we're not going to give you aid unless you accept LGBT laws. That's what he did, right? He didn't do anything for our community. So politics has nothing to do with our people. Y'all understand?
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom. What is the nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord